Good evening, Karina Carvalho with ABC News. Businessman Clive Palmer was back in the federal court today where he was grilled over whether he exerted any influence over Queensland Nickel in the lead up to its collapse. There were more colourful scenes outside court as he and his security entourage clashed with media.
Rushing into court, Clive Palmer was in no mood for questions, pushing away reporters and issuing this threat to a photographer he accused of violently elbowing his wife Anna as she left court last Friday.
This is my wife again, mate. You'll be sorry. You'll be sorry.
The photographer wasn't at court last week. The melee prompted Mr Palmer's lawyer to ask the court if he could use an undercover car park to avoid waiting media. That was refused. Once inside, Mr Palmer was probed about the email address he used under the alias Terry Smith. When asked who had access to the account, he responded, "Privilege, I can't recall." Special purpose liquidators are questioning Mr Palmer in a bid to claw back $70 million in entitlements paid out to almost 800 sacked workers. The court heard the email address was used to approve finances, but when questioned about whether it was him giving those directions, Mr Palmer was defiant. "I'm not Terry Smith, I'm Clive Palmer. The Joint Venture Owners Committee was using that email address." Mr Palmer and nephew and Managing Director Clive Mensink were the only two on that committee. Also in the spotlight today was a mobile phone that Mr Palmer said he lost 8 weeks ago at a Gold Coast restaurant. It was used throughout 2015 in his dealings with Queensland Nickel. He said he's since directed his staff to contact the phone company to see if data, including text messages, could be recovered. The court also heard the legal bills of one of Mr Palmer's other companies, Mineralogy, were being paid by Queensland Nickel in 2015, something he said was allowed under the terms of the joint venture agreement. While liquidators are still trying to serve a summons to a holidaying Clive Mensink, Mr Palmer's grilling in the witness box is over until later in the week. Andrew Koss, ABC News, Brisbane.